man was the central philosophy which destroyed Indian families and societies by sexually violating and brainwashing generations of Indian children into believing that their language, culture, clothing, and their very identity was evil. In actuality, the effect of the boarding schools was far more devastating and far-reaching than its creators ever conceived. It is now recognized that the boarding school experience has affected multiple generations of Indian people with such symptoms as alcoholism, drug abuse, incest, sexual abuse, and other major dysfunctions. Almost every Indian person alive today, no matter how successful, carries the residual psychological scars of yesterday and must grapple with the question, when it's all over, will I be Indian or white?
I grew up with the signs of no Indians or dogs allowed, and had to abide by those signs, not being able to go into places. And so from the very time I was very small, I think that I learned that you had to be strong in order to be an Indian.
How do I define an Indian? That's a political question that's very difficult to deal with. Traditionally, the Apache people didn't have a definition of who was Indian.
I'm the only person that doesn't claim to be American Indian, because American Indian is only 500 years old, but I was here before Columbus. So that doesn't make me American Indian. So I'm a non-Indian. No, I'm a non-American. Today, America, nobody knows what America is, or nobody knows what Indian means. So the only Indian that was defined by Congress is primitive or North American Indian. But then what is primitive? Anything that grows by itself is primitive, but when you put a fence around it, it's not primitive anymore. So then what is Indian? 93rd Congress changed its tune to what is Indian to who is Indian, so only half will be regarded as Indian. So American Indian cannot be defined as a nation. So American Indian, as long as we're labeled American Indian will be written never, never, and never be recognized as a nation.
So I think there's another way to look at that whole issue of what is Indian and what, the word or what we call ourselves is en Dios, meaning in God, that the people that he encountered were godlike, were very pure. And that en Dios became Indio, which became Indian. We have lost so much blood, and so many of us have died over the name Indian, that he says we've earned it. And we've earned that name with our blood.
I find the word Native American offensive to me. It's like, here's a nation of people that enslaved my people, stole my culture, tried to beat it out of me, and now they're going to include me. And I don't mean to sound unpatriotic, I'm a veteran, but they're saying now you can call yourself a Native American. I'm not, I'm an Aboriginal indigenous person.
I know I'm not white. I've tried to be white, and I couldn't do it, and they didn't want me. Because I'm not white. I'm culturally Apache. I relate to my tribe closer than any other human beings on this world. I know who I am when I know my blood. I don't have to read in a book that somebody wrote at some fort somewhere long back in history to tell me who I am. And I don't have to have a number to tell me that I am an Indian.
Well, to me, I don't care if I'm 164th or 1/300 and whatever, or what, or 1/1000 something. There's a lot of our little kids that are Oh, there could be 4 different tribes. And, well, now, which one of these means more to you? There's one of them there that means a lot more to you than the others, I feel.
Being Indian is not being part. If you're Indian, you're Indian. You're not just, a part white or a part Hispanic or anything else. You're Indian because that's how you feel. When you grow up and you have an Apache mother or a Comanche or whatever, if she's 15 tribes, but she sings the lullabies to you of whatever tribe she feels, she knows, then you're going to feel the dominance of that in your life.